Love just happens. It doesn't bother about color or creed. It can even blossom between a human and an elf. Just a few years ago, humans and elves fought a great war against the dragon and won, though it wasn't enough to remove the distance between the elves and humans. It's sad, especially for Xiao Yu, as he fell in love with an elf princess Leah. They had to return to their separate worlds with the promise of meeting again one day. They wrote love letters to each other regularly, and Leah assured Xiao Yu that she would soon talk to her brother Kyle about their relationship. He's the king of elves, and with his approval, everything will turn out fine. Unfortunately, Kyle hates humans and warns Leah not to meet Xiao Yu ever again. However, Kyle's fiancée and the queen-to-be is a kind-hearted woman. She appreciates the help humans Ali did in the Dragon War and invites Xiao Yu and his team to the royal wedding. Xiao Yu gets really excited to receive the invitation. He doesn't care about the king's marriage. Actually, he's happy to finally meet Leah again. It's been years, and he's a grown-up man now. He has completed practicing forging metals and makes a beautiful ring for Leah. Happiness seems to be knocking at his door, but an uninvited guest is also preparing for the occasion. Rose, the dark elf, empowers the black gem with her blood and elves' souls. The ritual is so powerful that a creepy storm takes all over the world. Once the dark clouds settle away, Xiao Yu informs his forging teacher that they are going to attend the wedding. The forging master also advises the young boy to give up on his impossible love story, but Xiao Yu isn't backing off so easily. He rides the flying ship and travels towards the kingdom of elves. On the way, the forging master presents his greatest invention to Xiao Yu. It's a flying skateboard. It's not easy to fly though, and Xiao Yu almost falls, but he then observes the birds flying around him. He copies their tricks and masters riding the skateboard. He even enters the elf kingdom on the skateboard and draws Leah's attention. She gets really excited and jumps to hug Xiao Yu. They both fall down, but it is definitely worth it. They are meeting after years. Leah looks the same because an elf lives for thousands of years, but Xiao Yu has grown up already. He takes his love for a ride around the kingdom. They also stop to greet the queen. Kyle sees them too and gets angry at his fiancée for not informing him beforehand. The queen says Leah's relationship is temporary as Xiao will grow old soon. Let her enjoy it a little. But Kyle believes that humans' lives are short, but the impact of their love is for a long time. He doesn't want Leah to suffer from heartbreak and asks the queen to end this matter. She has no other option besides agreeing to Kyle and takes Leah to a special place. It's the sacred cave where the gem of life is kept. The well-being of all the elves depends on it. It's a ritual for the queen to wear this at her wedding. But an unknown danger is lurking near the kingdom, so it's risky for the queen or king to keep the gem. The most trustworthy person after them is Leah. She's going to be responsible for taking care of the gem, but she can't share this secret with anyone and must stay away from others, especially humans. Leah states that Xiao Yu is trustworthy, but the queen doesn't agree. She asks if Leah is going to put the whole kingdom in danger for something that won't last for long. Leah feels sad, but she can't back off from her duties as a princess. The wedding ceremony starts, and the queen enters the hall in a charming white dress. Leah follows her too, holding the gem of life. Xiao Yu notices her on stage and rushes to meet her. They watch the wedding ceremony together. Leah had been preparing a gift for Xiao Yu, and she finally got a chance to give it. It's a special folding bow. Xiao loves it and brings out his gift too. It's the ring he forged by hand. While the king and queen say the vows, Xiao Yu also confesses his desire to spend the rest of his life with Leah. He takes her hand to put on the ring, but Leah refuses to wear it. She can't be selfish and forget her responsibilities. Before Xiao Yu can understand the whole situation, someone breaks into the wedding hall. It's Rose and the Dark Elves. They scare away all the guests and surround the king and the queen. Rose attacks Kyle and proceeds towards the queen. She gets angry about not finding the gem of life and asks the queen where it is. When she doesn't answer, Rose takes her under a painful spell. Leah told Xiao Yu to stay away, but he wanted to help. He picks up an arrow and aims at Rose. The queen is saved, but Rose attacks back Xiao Yu. The wound isn't deep, but the infection hurts pretty badly. Rose takes the queen as hostage and asks Kyle to meet her at the battlefield if he wants back her wife. Kyle prepares his ship for the battle and reminds Leah of the responsibility she must take care of. Xiao Yu wants to join them too, but Leah refuses. He follows the ship anyway, as it has also taken Xiao Yu's pet dogs. While passing by Kyle's ship, Xiao Yu invites Leah to join him. They can travel faster on his flying board. For the sake of the queen, Leah joins Xiao Yu and they rush after the Dark Elf's ship. Surprisingly, Xiao Yu can locate Rose due to the poisoned wound she gave him. She lied about heading to the battlefield to distract Kyle and headed in another direction. Xiao Yu and Leah sneak into the ship and find the queen trapped in a room. Rose catches them and orders the Dark Elves to attack them. While Xiao Yu gets busy fighting the elves, Rose grabs Leia and throws her out of the ship. Xiao Yu jumps after her and pulls her over the flying board. He promises of not letting her go ever and requests to reconsider their relationship. Leia changes the topic and advises getting back to their own ship. They try to explain everything to Kyle, but he doesn't listen and humiliates Xiao Yu. Then he scolds Leia for being careless and reminds her of the great responsibility. Leia feels ashamed of her decisions and asks Xiao Yu to never look for her ever again. Xiao tells her that she changed and he leaves heartbroken. On his way, he hears the voice of Rose, who offers to fulfill his wishes if he agrees to help her. Xiao Yu faints and wakes up in his own aircraft. His master advises him to accept the fact that humans and elves can't be together. It's better to move on. Xiao Yu doesn't agree and leaves. Meanwhile, the Queen tries to escape the ship but fails. She asks Rose why she's doing this all. The Dark Elf reveals that it's all revenge for what she experienced in her childhood. Rose is actually the Queen's sister, but their parents found Rose immature and chose their other daughter as the official heir of the throne. Rose wants back the throne with the help of the Dark Gem. She plans to combine it with the Dragon Soul to increase its power, while Kyle is distracted on the wrong path. Rose reaches the Dragon Cemetery. It was killed by the elves years ago, but its soul is still trapped in the cemetery. Suddenly, Xiao Yu reaches there too. Rose asks him to bring the ancient map to locate the Gem of Life, and in exchange, she'll fulfill all his wishes. But Xiao Yu only came to tell Rose that he would not fall for her tricks. He wants to live with Leia, but he will not use evil methods to get her. Afterward, he rushes to help Leia. She's heading towards the battlefield with Kyle and the elf soldiers. They have fallen in the trap and get attacked by the Dark Elves. All the soldiers are killed and the ship is set on fire, but Xiao Yu and his masters save the elves and invite them to their aircraft. The king still isn't grateful for their help and offers to pay for the aircraft. Leia gets frustrated and asks Kyle why he is behaving like this. Xiao Yu is a trustworthy guy and a good match for Leia. Kyle sighs and reveals that Xiao is infected by the Dark Gem and there's no cure. His mind will gradually get conquered by evil, just like it happened to Rose. Leia suggests curing him with the Gem of Life, but unfortunately it only works for elves. Xiao Yu is just a naive human. Xiao Yu hears this all and decides to save the Queen by himself. He steals the ancient map and takes it to Rose. He asks to leave the Queen first, but his body is under the control of Rose. She takes away the map easily. Then he sends Xiao Yu to get the Gem of Life. Kyle tells Leia to kill Xiao Yu, but she can't bring herself to do that. How can one kill his true love? Xiao is totally under the evil spell and decides to sacrifice his life. He begs Leia to kill him as soon as possible. To help her do that, Xiao Yu shoots an arrow at her and Leia attacks back. The arrow Xiao Yu shooted was intentionally broken and didn't harm Leia. While Xiao Yu is dying in pain, Leia tries to cure him with the Gem of Life, but it doesn't work. She can't let Xiao Yu die and decides to take the poison to herself. She cuts her hand and uses the gem to suck out the poison. Xiao Yu wakes up, but the Dark Gem wound is not completely healed. He will die sooner or later. Xiao Yu wants to live his last hours with Leia and requests to let him join the quest. They all travel towards the Dark Valley, but Rose is also prepared for the war. She attacks them with shooting lava and Dark Elves. Rose steps on the aircraft and asks Leia for the gem. Kyle distracts her while Leia runs away with Xiao Yu. Kyle also shoots at the ship, which makes it lose control and it crashes into the mountains. Accidentally, it blocks the way that leads to the Queen. Leia uses her messenger arrow to send the Gem of Life to the Queen while they find another way. Rose catches Leia and threatens her to hand over the gem. She also attacks her mates and makes them hang over the boiling lava. Suddenly, green branches start to spread around the cave. It catches Rose and carries Leia and others to a safe spot. It's the Queen who's using the Gem of Life. She has apparently saved everyone, but Rose still has the last card to play. She swallowed the Dark Gem and turned into a complete monster. Everyone runs for their lives, but they must figure out a way to stop Rose. Xiao Yu has a plan, but he wants everyone to trust him. He instructs others to distract Rose by throwing the Gem of Life here and there. Actually, he wants to lead the monster towards the lava. Xiao Yu pushes Leia away from him and lurks Rose with the Gem of Life. Once she gets near enough to the lava, Xiao Yu pushes her away. Unfortunately, she survives and grabs on to Xiao Yu. He's dying in pain, but doesn't let go of the gem. The Dark Gem poison is also spreading through his body, but he keeps remembering about the moments he spent with Leia. The beautiful memories keep him sane. Suddenly, the lava starts to freeze, and a lively tree grows in the middle of the valley. The Dark Elves die, and their wandering souls finally rest in peace. Meanwhile, Xiao Yu is reborn with the power of the Gem of Life. Kyle can't believe that the gem is integrated within a human. This makes him reject all the prejudices he created against the humans. Laia has definitely chosen the right man for herself. Reality is not just what we see. Sometimes the one who seems naive and useless can turn out to be the bravest of all. They just need a chance.